I think if Conor wins, that him and he there's no need for him to fight Justin. You're not fighting Khabib. He's a Khabib's wrestler. But I think if he does fight Justin, it'd be a really easy fight for him.
Okay, but let's say if Khabib retires.
That's what I'm saying.
And okay, now they have to give up the belt. It's man or weight. He's gonna be Conor.
He's gonna be Conor.
Okay, now who do you put Conor versus who?
Max. Because you could put Conor versus Max. And
I wouldn't get mad at that.
No. Tell me this one would be good. Conor versus Max. Co-main event. You give me Michael Chandler versus Gaethje. There you go. Under that little bullshit fight, I'll give you all my money you want.
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't put Gaethje. Actually, if Conor wins, I wouldn't give Gaethje that because I think, my opinion, I always feel when you come off a loss, you need to at least win 1 or 2 more fights before you fight for the belt again. Me personally. Bro. I know, but me personally, that's how I always feel when it comes to UFC.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Poirier wins right here, that would be 2 fights in a row since the Khabib loss. So I think now he gets the full right.
He deserves it.
He deserves the belt. So Gaethje to me should get. He needs to fight somebody else, and then he gets that right to go fight for the belt. So you think he shouldn't get it off a loss.
So if Conor beats Poirier, he legitimately deserves the belt, or he deserves to at least be interim champ or fight for the belt.
Either fight Khabib for the belt, or where his next fight it's for the belt, where it's him versus somebody for the belt.
Because that's a tough fight, bro.
Then to me, if I go about my logic, and if Michael Chandler wins, well then it should be him versus Michael Chandler.
How does Michael Chandler fight? Is he a wrestler? He sounds like
he's more of a wrestler. He's been knocked out before, but he's more of a wrestler.
It'd be just like Eddie.
But see, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing Michael Chandler versus Khabib. Because I've seen Michael Chandler do.
I've heard him talk about on Joe Rogan shit. They always talk about. They think that Michael Chandler could be.
Well, he's really good at defensive wrestling.
Or is it Eddie Bravo that thinks he could beat him?
No, Eddie Bravo's with Tony Ferguson.
Michael Chandler dogs out Tony Ferguson. They need to let him retire.
He's gonna get one more big fight. And if you lose that, then now he's
one more big fight.
He's gonna get one more big fight. That's what's gonna end up happening. He'll probably get. Poirier. If Poirier loses, them two are probably gonna fight each other. It wouldn't surprise me.
I don't know.
I wouldn't mind seeing that. Tony Ferguson versus Poirier.
I don't want.
Especially if
Oh yeah, that actually.
Especially if Poirier just loses.
That's a good fight. That's a good fight.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
That's actually a good fight.
That's still a good name for Poirier.
They're both coming off a loss. That could get Poirier. I mean, but if you're Poirier and you lose this fight, what do? You can't.
You can always use that rematch against Gaethje or Michael. There's still Michael Chandler right there.
Yeah, but your belt hopes are done, bro. Unless
as long as Conor's still the champion, yeah.
Yeah,
because he's too small in my opinion. Go up to 170.
Who?
Poirier.
I think they need to make a 165 division. I know they
that
don't
would
want
be fucking
to.
beautiful.
If they made 165, I think Conor would be a 4.
I've heard Big John McCarthy say there should be from 120, 130, literally every 10 pounds until you hit 85. Then 85, 205.
Oh, because think about it.
That would be better.
155 to 175 is a 20-pound gap. 145 to 155 is only a 10-pound gap. So why the hell isn't there 165?
That's my opinion. That's how I think.
I think Conor would be very good at 165. I think him and Khabib at 65.
But you can get some of the 70-pounders to come down to 165 now, make it interesting.
Some of them will look good, but some of them won't. Woodley
Masvidal will be a 165-pounder.
I would like to. I feel like they would make Conor versus Masvidal the 165.
I think Kobe Covington will probably come down to 165 maybe.
His frame looks too big.
But he doesn't have to cut a lot from 170.
Masvidal's frame. But anyways, MMA is also MMA, dudes. You guys cut weight dumb as hell.
Because I've heard people say, Kobe Covington, if he really wanted to do the draft, how a lot of them cut major weight, he could make 155, but he doesn't choose to.
He's smart with it, huh?
Because I don't think
if you think about it, he puts on good performance.
Because I don't think Hooker could go up to 165. I don't think the champion at 170 could go up to 165. No, that's way too much for him.
Bro, Kamaru's too big.
I
think Kamaru can make.
Woodley wouldn't make it.
I think the only reason why Kamaru's not even moving up is because him and Izzy are cool, and I think he's gonna move. But after Izzy, I
think Izzy fucking beats him.
No, but he's not. They're friends, bro. They're like
Usman's stand up is horrible.
Who Usman's?
It says he has no stand up.
No, but I'm saying, he's gonna. I think he'll move up because Izzy's moving back up. I think
Izzy's actually going to do both. I actually think Izzy's going to do somewhat both.
Like how Conor was supposed to do before he fought Floyd.
I think he actually will.
I think Izzy's going to basically have like a career and then fight John or what? You think? I think he's going to make it.
God, I would love to see
I think he's going to make it to where John has to come down.
I think if John...
He's making John come down.
If John does, so let's say example, does 1 fight or 2 fights in heavyweight and he has success.
Have you seen him? He looks big as fuck right now.
And he chooses to come back down to 205. Let's take Roy when he fought what's his name and he got knocked out. It'll be the same thing.
Against Tarver, bro. That if also I was thinking about it. I was watching that the other day. I was like, why would you take such a tough fight coming back down?
No, well, he came back down, fought Tarver. It went.
I heard he fought Tarver, right? It was
and draw. He won. I think it was a draw, and then he wanted to prove a point.
Richard or what?
And then he wanted to prove a point again. No, because some people had felt he lost. He felt he won. He goes, okay, let's do it again. But he didn't take enough time, or he should have just fucking left.
Body? That's why. That's what people are thinking with Canelo. They're like, man, he keeps going up and going down, going up, going down.
My opinion, but I think actually Adesanya is gonna actually.
I think Adesanya is great, bro. But no, like
Adesanya probably ain't crazy enough. He'll probably want to fight him at heavyweight because he used to do the kickboxing fight bigger dudes.
He says he doesn't want to.
I've heard him say, yeah. He said I'll treat him all the way to heavyweight.
No, but he said he will. But you know how John? I don't know why John just won't go down for him.
He was want to give him that the attention that he wants. You don't give people like that the attention they want.
He's bigger than you. Right now he is. He's hot. He's white hot.
Oh, bad day, man. I was thinking sideways. I was like, fuck no.
No, sideways. I'm talking about like just hot. Like he's white hot right now. He's 2016 Conor. If he wins this belt, he's 2016 Conor. Just with.
Oh yeah, he's having that fame right now. But there really isn't nobody at 85 any for him no more.
That's why he's winning. I mean, there's really no one at even 205. But
just a champion. Bro, I wouldn't even want to see him against
205 is a huge gap too. Why don't they make 95? I feel like John.
But there's no enough talent there.
I think John would kill that 95.
I don't think John walks around about 230. I don't think he wants to cut all that extra weight. No, they say he walks around 230.
Oh, now he does?
Cormier even admitted, he goes, Cormier has admitted that. People always think I weigh more and I'm the bigger dude than John. He goes, no, John's a big dude. Mm-hmm. He walks around like some of these heavyweights. He just now, because he just always looks slim. He didn't have the muscle. He was just naturally a big dude.
I was trying to look at his.
Now he's put on the muscle.
Yeah, I was gonna show you. I was like, bro, have you seen this? Like,
have you seen him shooting?
Oh,
I don't see that. With his rifles and all that,
bro.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Remember when he first got popped for pets in 2015? Then he started weightlifting. I was like, man, John, go.
I want to see him against Stipe. I think that's gonna be an interesting fight.
I think that'd be a great fight.
I don't want to see him against Francis.
I think Stipe is really good. I think Stipe is really good. I think he doesn't get his credit for being the greatest heavyweight.
He's gonna get the shit end of the stick if he beats Francis and he fights John, because there's really no win-win there for Stipe.
I mean, what if he actually touches him like he did?
Okay, but there's the aspect. He beat John though. That's it. Because John gets another belt.
Okay, so but if he beats John, can we consider him the GOAT?
Who? Stipe?
Yeah, because you're being too out of the top.
He already is the GOAT for heavyweights.
GOAT. I'm talking about GOAT of all time. You're beating 2 of the 5. Bro, people put Cormier up there on top 5. You know that. Right?
Cormier is the second greatest heavyweight in history.
No, people put Cormier in greatest just.
Oh, because if you want to take away all the people who've done steroids, then yeah, you could put him up there. Because Anderson Silva says positive.
I still put Anderson. I say it goes.
Jones is tested positive.
What's your MMA pound for pound list?
I think GSP's the greatest.
GSP?
If you want to take away this aspect, Jones doing steroids.
I don't care.
Well, then it's Jones and GSP.
Can I say
I don't even put Khabib in there. I don't even put Khabib.
05 Vanderlei Silva?
Oh, I don't know about that one. No,
I was joking with you. He was horrible in Pride.
No, he was awesome in Pride. He just, once he went to UFC, he came old.
No, because he'd lose and win.
Who? Vanderlei Silva?
Yeah.
You know he went in on like a 25 winning streak over there. And so that's when he met Hunt and then Korkop, and they both fucking knocked him out.
He fought Mark Hunt.
Yes, in the open Grand Prix.
Because I remember in he used to fight at 85, right?
It was the light heavyweight, but it was like 85.
No, I'm talking about he used to fight at 85 in MMA. He was fighting at middleweight.
Oh, but then for today, it was called light heavyweight, but it was 85. Yes.
Miracle Korkop was.
No, Miracle was heavyweight, but they do a grand open weight.
I wish they had that for boxing, bro. I really wish.
I don't want to see that. That's more of an MMA thing. That's perfect for MMA. Occasionally you see 205ers fight some heavyweights.
I'm not talking about like. I'm talking about like if we could do like.
A tournament.
Yeah.
But UFC's never gonna do that. That's not their thing.
UFC or
no, they don't do that. Bellator does that. They love to do the tournaments
because that's the only thing they can get people to watch. They have good fighters. They just. I don't know.
No, that always makes any sport make it better if you could do a tournament. You should be fucking real good. Well, if you look on Saturday, there's somewhat a 4-man tournament.
I mean, bro, that's what I'm saying. Honestly, if every like boxing or MMA card could kind of be like that, it's only for big fights though. Only for big fights. But just be like the champ versus opponent, and then put the guy you want to fight him under him, and then you put the other guy.
We can't do that for every division though.
Not every
like 205. You could fucking nobody's gonna give you shit. There's a tournament there.
I'm talking about just different for the sports aspect.
Like, I would like to see Bellator and UFC do a little mini crossover.
A little MMA. I mean a little what is it?
Crossover.
New Japan. A little New Japan times ROH.
I wouldn't mind seeing that. That'll be entertaining.
Bellator for UFC?
Yeah, who else are you gonna put? One doesn't really have. One has some good people, but
Dana wouldn't. I feel like one.
No, because it doesn't benefit UFC.
I feel like PLF is that what it's called?
PFL
would do it against Bellator or like Dream.
They do. One does it with Bellator.
See?
Yeah, but I think for like the what was it? Was it the 135 champion, 145 champion? They did it.
Well, why do you think?
And I believe the one beat that guy, and then they fought again, and that guy beat him. So it was like a 1-1.
Why do you think New Japan does it with ROH, and now they're gonna do it in AEW? You know why? Because they're not as big. Why do you think UFC doesn't have it?
What is it? If you look at TNA and AEW, they're doing it right now.
That's what I'm saying. But that's you see what I'm saying. But it's because they need to. That like it's because when you think of MMA, what does people say?
Well, UFC will barely benefit out of it, just in the sense that I'm somewhat getting cold.
Go get a sweater.
I'll be okay, sir. UFC will barely benefit out of it.
But I don't know, bro.
Where Bellator might fucking start blossoming there.
I feel like Bellator would like, because it's gonna be you might get the shit into the stick. It might be like, I mean, it's like when WWE tried it, but they're like, nah, we're just gonna buy him. It's gonna be like their version.
I think I would only want to see their 135 champion fight over here. Because they're heavyweight, no? I think fucking Stipe beats up the heavyweight. They're light heavyweight.
Who's their welterweight champ? Wasn't it
Lima?
Saucy?
No, that's the 85.
Oh, 85.
It's Lima, who's the 170 champion. Lima, I wouldn't mind seeing him because Lima is actually pretty interesting against Usman. And them two have talked about they would love to fight each other. I think that. And they're about the same size. It's not like there's a big size difference.
But I don't know. I don't think UFC does one fight deals, bro.
I've heard people say they should do that, but not the champions because it's like there's like not a lose-lose.
It just depends what you're gonna get out of it, bro. What do you think about Khabib retiring though?
He shouldn't.
He needs to retire. He's in.
Well, he beat the 3 out of the top 5 dudes, so there's really nothing for him.
Bro, there is.
I want to see if you give me his last fight.
You can't.
I want it to be GSP.
No,
I would love for it to be GSP.
I watch WWE too much. You can't have an event like you did and then not like nothing happened right after.
You mean when he retired?
No, like remember when he fought Conor? Like you can't have nothing like that. You got to capitalize. Like, we got to go to WrestleMania, baby. We got a next show.
Watch too much wrestling there.
I do, because wasn't that not like a fucking like when everybody gets in the.
No, sir, no.
That not like?
Wait, you got to go out in the right time.
I know.
The right time.
Okay. So like that's like let's say that was like that's like Elimination Chamber. Okay. You know, Elimination Chambers before WrestleMania.
Yes.
That's basically now we need the big show. I need
him versus Conor again.
I need it, bro.
No,
that's big.
Yes, it would be. I'm not.
It's because think about it. We're gonna get Conor that's active. I need Conor that's active. I need to see that because I know he could beat him.
Yes, there's a lot of other guys that already see Conor fight than him.
No,
truthfully, I don't want to see. I actually never cared for Khabib. It's not. I never liked. He was not my cup of tea.
He wasn't.
I don't even think he's the greatest of all time.
He isn't. I think
he's the greatest 155er.
I don't want to see him fight GSP. I hate how GSP.
I would love that. I would love that.
GSP keeps doing these weight cuts, and I'm like, bro.
I would love to see that because literally GSP knows how to stop takedowns.
I know.
It would be interesting to see.
It's not 2012.
I would love to see it. Me personally,
it's not even when he fought Michael Bisping.
I don't care. I was just a fight that I would love to see.
No, I don't need.
I would love to see it.
I like GSP too much.
That's what his dad wanted.
We're having a guy who's 33. Khabib's like 31, give or take. 30.
No later than 34.
No later than 34. No later. Wait, I say at least 32,
32,
30. Because him and Conor are like, 31? 30?
They're very early 30s.
Yeah, they're like in the prime. I don't want to...
GSP, that man, how he takes care of himself. It's like he's a 20-year-old. Oh, it's got a minute.